1982 GMC Jimmy, 4-wheel drive. I've got the timing set. This motor was an unknown motor to me, had a miss in it. I changed the spark plug wires out, put new spark plugs in it, still had a miss, took it for a drive, and it started knocking. I thought maybe it had a bad rod, maybe a push rod. I didn't know exactly what was wrong with it. My nephew came over and we fixed his air conditioning, and he brought his son, who's 10, and he wants to learn how to work on cars. So being that he's small, he fit right up in there. We pulled that valve cover off. Everything seemed in order. We was going to pull the spark plug and do a compression test, and while I was there, I said, well, you did that one fine, pull this valve cover off. And before we got the spark plug out, we found the problem. One rocker arm was completely loose and just about ready to fall off. So we adjusted it back up, took it for a test drive. That was solving the problem. So I got the timing set. The way I set the timing is take it for a drive and listen to it ping, and then pull over and retard it, which is go back towards the firewall on Chevrolet until it stops pinging. So I've got it all dialed in as far as the timing goes, and make sure it's all firing correctly. The problem is when I would come to a stop sign, it act like it was going to flood out. It would just get lower and lower and lower, and you don't want to do that, especially if you're pulling into a driveway hot and heavy trying to go to Sonic and get you a cheeseburger, and it dies on you, and then you have no power steering, you got no power brakes. So you don't want it to die on you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to adjust it. I went down to O'Reilly's and got this part right here. This is carburetor adjustment tool. It comes with 4 tools. This one here on mine adjusted the carburetor. This one adjusts your air fuel mixture. This carburetor is off in '86. When they came out in '86, they had this little thing here that hooked into your ECM. This little overflow vent went to your all your evaporation core stuff and all emission control stuff. It does have the AC, which the truck I got it off of did have AC, and I'm going to go ahead and replace this compressor, the dryer, and oh, that little screen in there, I forgot what they call it, orifice tube. That's what it's called, orifice tube. And then I'm going to do it, but it's going to be a different video because this might take a little bit. I mean, I'm already 3 minutes in and we haven't really done anything yet. Now this truck has been driven. It is warm. You want it to be warm and all warmed up so that you get the best best results. Now the choke is wide open. I don't have a wire to that one, but I've got it set where it's halfway open most of the time, and the heat from it will do it. Now I'm going to go back and make it correct, put a hot wire to it when you turn the key on so that the choke works, but I'll show you how to do that in another video when I have time. Okay, so let's fire it up and see what it sounds like if she'll fire up. Okay, well, give it a little gas. Oh, but what? 2 little sprays, and it should fire right up. Alright. This is what the air fuel mixture, how I was taught how to do it. This is correct. Now you hear it's got a pretty good cam in it. Make sure there's no extra gas in it. Take the tool. So it slipped on and turn it. clockwise. Here the idles drop down. Now it's went up. Now if you go too far, you're going to run too lean. You want to turn it all the way down until it starts acting up. See how it dropped down? Always go half a turn to a turn. And that side should be done now. Now passenger side, a little bit harder to get to. And the same way, you turn it till it starts acting up. Here it drop down, miss. Open it up. Like halfway through. This one's a little bit different. This jet may have a little bit of carbon on it because it's such a difference. It's like 3 turns from when it's too rich to till it's too lean. So I want to go about a turn and a half. And that's just my own setting. What I was taught was run it down till it idles real bad and go half a turn to a turn. I'm pretty sure it don't have any vacuum leaks, so it should be a good one to put it in gear. It shouldn't act like it's going to drop down. I'm probably 700 RPMs, 800, something like that. Now put it in gear. It's not acting like it wants to die out. It's got a pretty decent idle. If I was to get the air conditioner, the minute I turn it on, it's going to idle up because that solenoid should kick in. So if I want a good lope like this when I'm driving through down on the beach or whatever I'm doing, I think I'm pretty good with this one. But you want to make sure you keep this in your glove compartment, 1, so you don't lose it, and then 2, so when you need it, you'll have it. And you go out, because the carburetor, believe it or not, will change almost daily when it's new to a motor. And I know mine has changed like 4 times. Sometimes it idles too high, sometimes it idles too low. I'll go adjust the carburetor base gasket, tighten it down a little bit, and it always works out. So I'm gonna keep that right there in my glove compartment so that when I need it, I'll have it. Now, I did make a trip to Lowe's and O'Reilly's. Lowe's bought Craftsman from Sears. I got this little tool set here for 99 bucks. This drill by itself was 59, and it came with 1 battery. Another battery is 60. They had this tool set by itself with the battery. I'm sorry, this screwdriver with 2 batteries for $99. I got this and this little mini impact for $99. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. You always need 1/4 inch stuff. I bought a bunch of 1/4 inch stuff. These cobalt wrenches, ratchet wrenches, were on sale. I think they were like $59, so I bought them. I got this Craftsman tool set, and they were on sale for Father's Day for $39, so I bought 2 of them. Also got a set of Pronto wrenches. I'm sorry, they're Craftsman wrenches, and they were cheap. 2 of them for like $19. I bought some Cobalt standard and metric, and then the star ones. So got all the tools I need there. O'Reilly's. It's a brand new compressor for this truck. It was 200 bucks. And then I got the dryer and the orifice tube. I've got some oil and some cleaner to run through to make sure it's all cleaned out and ready to go. When I put Freon in it, I'll have zero problem with it for at least 2 years. Hopefully it'll last longer. Those compressors generally are a better compressor, I believe, than the long ones, but we'll find out since I have a warranty. So now she's all tuned up, she's running good, airflow is fixed. We're fixing to have a compressor hooked up, and I'll have AC with no top. But we went to the beach and I almost died, so I gotta have something cool. The hole in the floor I gotta fix before I drive it again, and this floorboard down here I want to fix. Otherwise, it's pretty good running truck, pretty solid truck. I went to Firestone and ordered a set of tires for this thing. I've got to get the old rims off an old Z71 truck with a set of rims I got about 5 years ago, and they're offset. They set different, so they give it a whole lot better look, a whole lot tougher look. I like my wheels to sit out past my wheel here, so follow me if I call them. So I will give you a call back. Call them back, and I'll let you go from there. All right, have a good day. Keep doing stuff you love, and try not to spend too much money.